one of the jobs I have as CIO is to be looking out for new technologies that can help our business to be better. And, I met with Capital and understood very quickly the potential for using video in the field. So we were right in the midst of doing a program where we were deploying iPhones and apps to our workers, very specific to the jobs that they do. And video seemed like the next logical extension to that. So instead of filling in forms, we could use the full capabilities of the device and gather more intelligence as we went. So the idea of using video, particularly, we started with health and safety, and that worked really well. We surveyed our field workers after they've been using that for a while, and by a factor of 8 to 1, they preferred video over the form. And that provided us with a bit of confidence. So, and then of course, the pandemic hit, and we were looking at ways in which we could reduce the need for us to go into customers' homes, other than in emergencies, for understandable reasons. And we decided, with Vyntelligence, that we'd use it for leaks and floods. And so, to credit of Vyntelligence, I managed to deploy that within a 6-week period, put that out into the field. And what we found during the pandemic with leaks is we reduced customer visits by 32%. And I think that was a big win, for us and our customers. But probably the best feedback we heard of that was from our field employees, who said they felt very cared about, that we'd done that and we'd taken the time to invest in it, and also turn it around as quickly as we had. It's when we first deployed Vin, I think it's fairly normal when you're trying something out. We tried it in the quickest and cheapest way we possibly could, which was as a sort of a standalone thing. So it was an app, a separate app, and it had its own web portal. But as we gained confidence in the benefits that it could bring our business, what we've done now is we've invested in integrating it into our enterprise architecture. So now when a customer calls, that call is obviously logged in our CRM system. And then from there, we can trigger the outbound link, the text message that goes out to the customer that initiates the video. When the customer records that video, it's uploaded. A link is then established in the CRM system to the ticket that the customer called in with, and everything sort of flows from there. So it goes across our applications out to the field, and the right technicians with the right skills then get to look at that video. They can action that video from their vans if they choose to do so, or we can look at the video and decide actually we need to send somebody out. So that is all integrated into one nice flow. And I think what that's done is it's just reduced the clunkiness from the process and really helped us to drive the adoption of it. We chose Vin, I think, at the time when we were looking, actually, we did a brief scan of the market, couldn't find anything like it, and really felt that the culture of the business was a very good fit with ours. I suppose that was probably the other thing that really fell into place, was just that sense of, here's a business that's like ourselves, ambitious, keen to innovate, very open, and looking to solve business problems. So those were sort of fundamental things that sort of fell into place in terms of the initial deal. I think where next is we've got more journeys planned in terms of field activities that we do. So we're looking at things like backfill and reinstatement, for example, where we have to, after we've dug the road up, put it back. We often find we get fined by the council or something like that if they claim that we haven't put it back correctly. So we think introducing Vin into the process is going to help drive up the quality, and we might decide to reward our contractors perhaps a little differently, pay them quicker, for example, if they use the video. And then, we're exploring some perhaps more adventurous concepts like high bill. So taking the capabilities of Vin, and if you think of it as sort of a set of Lego blocks, and almost sort of turning it around and inverting it, where we're actually sending a video out to the customer, explaining the elements of their bill and helping to reduce down the number of calls that come in with questions about the bill.